Hey, what did I tell y'all? Like 2 minutes later, not even really. If I'm being honest with you guys, we're coming to you about 30 seconds after I ended the last one. Had enough time to get myself a drink of water, and we're off to the races yet again. Good start. Good start. So at the very end, we did do a little scum maneuver there. We checked, we saw there were about 8 obstacles total. Counting what we saw yesterday as like 3.5. Yesterday? Last video? I don't know when I'm gonna post all this shit, to be honest. But yeah, it's it's hell. 1, 2, 3? That's close. That might have did it. That might have did it. It was like, what was that? That was like 4 and then one small jump and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4, a small, and then 3. That is a successful pattern. One that we can reproduce. It was not exactly high jumps, to be fair. Not the entire time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need to get a little, like, V going on those last 3. Let's see, that'd be 1, 2, 3. So we gotta send it forward, but we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. I think we've cracked the code. I think we finally cracked it. 1, 2. Okay, you know what? I consider the code cracked. I consider the egg scrambled. The shell is off, ladies and gentlemen. The shell is off, and the big boy pants are on. It's go time. The shell is off, and the big boy pants are on. I like that. I'm gonna start using that. I like that a lot, actually. That's not gonna do it. Yep, we got like a little half jump there. Yep. You gotta be real on the ball with it. Nope, did it again. Oh, hello. That was almost close. That was almost close. Where did the phrase big boy pants come from? Is it just like raising children? Because I feel like I hear big boy pants applied, more to anything else than raising kids. Like you're going to work. Well, time to put on the big boy pants. You're going to school. You're doing your classwork. Time to put on the big boy pants. You took a punch to the jaw. Time to put on the big boy pants. 2, 3. I don't know. What's everyone's obsession with pants anyway? Why not kilt? Why not a kilt? I'd like to put on a big boy kilt, thank you very much. Let the junk fly free. I like a little breeze down there. Need some ventilation. Don't want to get too musky, Good lord. A man needs room to breathe. The Scots had it right the whole time. You heard it here. Live and in person. I said it live. You might not have heard it at the same time that I said it live, but I said it live, goddammit. This is being recorded live. That means that all of you watching at home are watching it live. Try not to think about it too much. We don't think here on this channel, we just do. It works pretty well for us, as you just saw. 1, We're gonna blame every single one of our failures on thinking too hard. It's worked for me in the past and will work for me in the future. Never think. You might be wondering, Cayman, if you're not thinking, how are you talking to us right now? That's what happens when you fucking think. You start asking questions. You start asking questions nobody asked for except you. And you know why you asked for them? Because you thought. The number one rule is don't think. Stupid mode is go. We good? We gotten that through our heads? Yes? You're a failure. I specifically told you not to think, and you're letting things go through your head? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Can you not just follow my instructions for once? Oh, hello, hello. We almost did something there. That one felt good. That one felt like we're starting to learn. Yeah, yeah. Yeah! I wonder why the Scots had kilts. This is, going back to before our don't think talk. I wonder why the Scots wore kilts. I'm sure there's some, vague cultural reason for it, aside from just, oh, yeah, look at me junk, lads. But I wonder what it is. What is the tactical advantage, aside from, I guess, being able to piss whenever you wanted? Because they didn't wear underwear under there either. Underwear under there. I don't know, man. I think the Scots had it right. I want to see, like, full-on battle kilts. Give me like some chainmail kilts. I want to see what that looks like. Like you take a single motion and just the entire thing like wraps around you like a fucking. You ever like gotten the tube of Saran wrap and just like let it go, and maybe done like a little spin or two? That's the picture that's going through my head when I think of what a battle kilt would turn into. Alita Battle Kilt. Coming to you in theaters fall of 2021. Because we all know nothing's coming to theaters for the next, year. Man, it's October. It's October. It feels like, last month was March. And I know, obviously this isn't the case, but, it legitimately feels like the summer didn't happen. I've been busy with school. We're a month and a half in. Almost 2 months. But it doesn't feel like that long at all. And a big part of that is I've been forced to rely solely on the daily routine. There's nothing to break it up anymore. I've got friends, but the only friends I'm seeing are the ones in the daily routine. My roommates, for the most part. Occasionally, I'll have a weekly meeting with some club members or something like that via Zoom. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Time just, you blink and you miss it. Is this what getting older is like? There's that old, that Pink Floyd song, which I can't really remember the name of. I think it's Time, actually. Or that's maybe the second half of it. But it's Suddenly you seem to find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. Is that what it's like? Is this life? Is this all there is? You know, is just kind of wasting away our dull days? What's the rest of that song? Running around on a piece of ground in your hometown? That sounds like a Sonic lyric. That sounds like the Sonic intro. Running around on a piece of ground in your hometown. You can boo me all you like, I'm right. That's the Sonic intro. You might not like it, but this is the Sonic intro at peak performance. We should bring that meme back. This is the male body, or this is the ideal male body at peak performance. I liked that meme. That was fun. You know, because it was like either a bunch of people making fun of themselves or like completely random things in funny positions. Like the cow stuck up on the electrical wires, the telephone wires, the ideal male body in peak performance. Bring that back. 100%. It should be done. And if I have anything to say about it, it shall be done. It's October. We can bring back dead memes. It's spooky month. This is allowed. Not only is it allowed, it is to be encouraged. God damn it. Well, we are... This marks 39 minutes of this track on camera, and all we have managed to do is establish a pattern for the first 2 obstacles out of 8. I think we called the cannon jump obstacle 3, to be fair. Like, it was obstacle 2 and 3. So at this rate, assuming the same amount of progress, which should not be a reasonable assumption, to be honest with you, because the first obstacle hardly counts, but assuming a similar rate of success, this will be done in approximately 8 videos. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to have like one spurt that gets through about 5 obstacles in a row, and it'll just be it. That'll just be it. Like, it's a short track, is the thing. You know, it's short enough to not warrant a checkpoint, at least in the eyes of the creator. If I saw it right. There might be a checkpoint halfway through, to be honest. I don't know. I could only hardly see the thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to, like, the last 3 minutes or so. It might even be, like, the last 3 seconds, to be honest with you. The last, like, little bit of the first episode of this particular level, which I believe... I actually don't know how many episodes of Mario Maker we've done. I think that would be, like, number 8, but I'm not really keeping track. You know, it's this episode count -1. You do the math. I'm not doing it for you. You guys are... It's time for you to put on your big boy pants. That's right, it's a callback to the beginning of this episode. It's time to crack the shells and put on the big boy pants. Is that what I said? No, it was the shells are off, the big boy pants are on. Yes. No. But you get the point. I wonder... I noticed that whenever I do this for YouTube, it's always much easier to talk than when I do it on Twitch, which is weird. Because when you're on Twitch, you're in front of people. You'd think it'd be easier to have a conversation. But, you know, you gotta, like, break up the stream of consciousness. Because chat is happening. You gotta, like, take time to read. It makes it actually significantly more difficult to think. Which I suppose is good, because on this channel we don't think. But it's weird. It's weird. I notice, you know, just the words flow whenever I'm recording for YouTube. And I don't even intend for them to do so. It just kind of happens like that. I can't stay silent. Not when I'm not focused on staying silent, you know? It's just a natural urge. When I tell myself, hey, it's time to talk, it's time to talk. And it's not like I stay talking all the time in person, you know? Like, believe it or not, I'm not a quiet guy. Well, I talk kind of quietly whenever I'm, like, in class and stuff. But I think, you know, that's more of a byproduct of, like, it being in class. The teachers are always like, hey, I can't hear you, speak up. Or at least they were back when, you know, we were allowed to meet in person. When that was a relevant factor, and not just, hey, turn your microphone up, I can't hear you. But no, I don't talk to myself outside of recording or streaming, I suppose. It's sort of talking to yourself. There are a couple people there, but they're more just spectators for you talking to yourself, to be honest with you. Oh, baby! Oh, no! Oh, fuck. Why did it turn backwards? I did not press hard enough for it to turn backwards like that. But whatever. Progress has been achieved, ladies and gents. A needle, the proverbial needle, has been moved. The loading bar of this level is that much smaller. I'm proud of us, kid. I'm proud of us. Okay. So yeah, that's what happens if you try and go full tilt there. I wish it were not the case. Desperately, within my heart of hearts. But alas, it do be like that sometimes. It's a CaimanSense nugget of wisdom. You can have it for free. It be like it do. Where did that come from? I know I saw it, you know, first on the internet, probably in like 2010, something like that. But I wonder, was that just like, you know, people on Twitter emulating black people on Twitter? Because let's be honest, that is the vernacular. You know, that's not a slight in any sense of the form. That's just saying, you know, black folks tend to type out their accent like that, and that's, you know, that's fine. I enjoy when people type out their accent online. You know, it really gives some personality to what they have to say. Now, you shouldn't do that in like an essay or like a journal article. But when you're on like Twitter, absolutely type your accent. You know, I use y'all all the time. And I think well, I mean, I use that because I speak like that. I say y'all in person all the time. But I think that adds a little bit of an accent to my words. But like, I love seeing Scottish tweets that are in Scottish spelling, Scottish dialect, the accent and everything. That brings me joy. That brings me great joy. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really follow that many Scottish folks on Twitter, and by that I mean I follow 0. But I see reposts of their tweets from time to time, and it makes me laugh because they're typed funny. You know, it makes me read their tweets with this voice in my head. It's always weird when your internal monologue is disrupted by another person's accent. Don't you know? Don't you know? That's Michigan. That's not Scottish at all. Dude, Scottish Michiganders. There's the new hit. The new hit demographic. You know, forget all this political lobbying for black people, white people, Latinos. We need a political lobby for Scottish Michiganders. That's Cayman's platform when I run for president in 2028. I don't think I'm legally allowed to at that point. I think it'd be like 2032 or something like that. Is it 35? I think 35 might be the youngest you can be. So like 2036 then, because I was born in 2001. Whenever I run for president of the United States, I'm going to be pandering to the Scottish Michiganders. I hope that we have more Scottish immigrants to that region of the United States by then, because otherwise I don't think I'll have much of a chance. Oh, let's go. Okay, you gotta slow down off that bounce there. You can't go full tilt into that. If you go full tilt, you're gonna get a face full of spikes. And the only time I desire a face full of spikes... Oh god, how am I gonna get myself out of this one? Is when I am in my local BDSM parlor. I don't know, man. Sometimes you back yourself into a corner conversationally, and there's no good way to get out of it. And the one way that you can think of to get out of it isn't even funny. It's just kind of, yep, he said it. I don't know if he was trying to make a joke or not. I wasn't. I was more just trying to finish the sentence, you know? It's like a Mad Lib, except I know what's being written and what came before it. I am the master of the entire lib, not just the mad part. And that's too much power for one man. One man cannot be both the lib and the mad. Only the truly enlightened centrist can pull that off. The joke there, of course, being that liberals and then the mad ones. I don't know, man. Like I said, sometimes you back yourself into a corner conversationally speaking. Also, it's 3 a.m. I give myself a pass for any horrible comments made. Not necessarily any. There are some comments that should not be made until, you know, about 30 hours of sleep deprivation. Not just a mere 10 or so. You know, once we're on, like, noon of the day following a sleepless night, that's when you're really looking at no holds barred. And no bars held. We're not quite there yet. I still have enough of my faculties under general conscious control that... General conscious control? Sounds like a fucking sci-fi movie villain. But I have enough of my faculties under general conscious control that I'm still vaguely aware of what I'm saying, and I have the ability to filter it out to some degree. To make myself appear just indoctrinated enough by mainstream society that if I say anything off color, I can pass it off as a joke. Haha. Oh, fuck, what is that? Oh, it's a wire. I need to do some wire management, man. I say that. I'm not gonna get around to it until I move out of this apartment, knowing myself. But, like, it's bad, dude. It's not good. Like, I can't walk through, like, a third of the floor on my room. And to be fair, it's the third of the floor that I wouldn't use anyway. But, like, it's just everything, like, on the tail end of the bed is wire. And, like, that includes the desk that these computer monitors and this camera is on top of. It's just wires under it. It's like 3 wires, and so if I try and stretch my legs, I end up kicking a wire. Okay. Alright, take it easy. Take it easy, brother. I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that one bit. Oh, that makes my butthole clench. That gives my butthole the big clench. An incredibly large clench. Wow. Is this real progress? Is it real progression hours? No, we're 26 minutes into the video. Can't be. I'll have to artificially limit my power to make it so that there's an entire 30 minutes left for the next one. That's not true. I would never do that. Mostly because I am completely incompetent. And even if I said I was going to, I couldn't. I would still end up trying, and any limitation on my progression would be entirely natural. 0 artificial sweeteners involved, thank you very much. How about artificial sweeteners, though? How do they figure those out? How do they say to themselves, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this chemical, and it's going to taste sweet, and it's not going to be poisonous. You know, because there are a lot of sweet chemicals that are poisonous, antifreeze in particular. That's the one I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are others, that's why I said a lot. It pays to not have culpability for what you say. The impetus is on you, not on me, to fact check whatever I say here. As long as I tell you that I don't know what I'm talking about, you don't have to take me as a verifiable source. But I'm sure there are lots of chemicals that taste sweet and are poisonous. How'd they figure out the ones that tasted sweet and were not? Aside from, like, you know, fruit, sugars, that sort of deal. That's a given. The stuff that grows out in nature that we just kind of eat. You know what? I bet they didn't. I bet they didn't figure out which ones were sweet and not poisonous deliberately. I bet it just kind of happened. I bet somebody was like in a science lab and like forgot to put on his gloves, and they like went home to dinner and they were like, "Huh, this steak tastes real sweet tonight. What happened, honey? Did you put sugar on the meat again? I told you not to do that. I'm not a fan of maple bacon." And then their wife is like, "Harold, I think you're going insane. Do I need to call the hospital? Because this is black pepper and mustard and nothing else." And then Harold, that's his name now, Harold is like, "By God, I think my scientists have found something." You know, he's not going to say Eureka because he's not that pompous. A man who's sitting there eating steak with his wife, it's not the kind of guy to say Eureka. You need like a mad scientist type if you're gonna say Eureka. You need like a Doc Brown. Or like an Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton went insane. Sad but true. Fuck! Yeah, he spent the latter years of his life completely batshit crazy, locked up in an attic, ranting about the devil, amongst other things. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this installment of my own personal torture simulator. Thanks so much for being here. As always, I've been your host, CaimanSense. If you're new to the channel, I don't know why you've picked this up on, like, the the 9th or 10th installment, but thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking around. If you are new, hit the follow button. And it's not follow on YouTube, is it? Shit, I've outed myself. It's subscribe on YouTube. Do that. Or don't. See ya.